Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about a ferry service for the Kingston Harbour. Now, yesterday or the day before we put up a video about building a bridge across the Kingston Harbour. And although a bridge would be ideal, it's going to be very expensive. So, a ferry service for the Kingston Harbour would actually be a cheaper solution. Now, a lot of business places and institutions are found along the Kingston Harbour. Right now, you can only access them via roads. You have Port Royal, the airport, the Norman Manley International Airport, the only airport in Kingston and on this side of the island. And you only have one road leading to the airport. So if that road is ever blocked, you would have a serious problem. And then you have Harbour View, you have a lot of factories, Carib Cement, you have downtown Kingston, and you have Portmore, all along the Kingston Harbour. So if you had a ferry service to move people around the Kingston Harbour via the sea, it would definitely be a useful service. Now, Jamaica once had a ferry service, so it wouldn't be setting up, it would be restarting the ferry service basically. So we are going to go through an article that gives more information on the setting up of a ferry service for the Kingston Harbour. And guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. For much of the 19th and early 20th centuries, ferries were central to life around Kingston Harbour. Steam-powered boats like the City of Kingston regularly transported passengers and goods between Victoria Market Wharf in Kingston, Port Royal, and nearby coastal settlements. By the 1920s, ferries had been evolved to accommodate vehicles, creating a vital link for trade and tourism. However, with the construction of the Palisades Road and expanded highway networks, reliance on ferries steadily declined. By the 1980s, organized passenger ferry services had disappeared, leaving Kingston Harbour underutilized despite its strategic location and rich history. Reviving ferry operations across Kingston Harbour would provide multiple social, economic, and environmental benefits. Kingston faces significant congestion along corridors like the Mandela Highway and Marcus Garvey Drive, especially for commuters from Portmore and Harbour View. So a ferry service would provide traffic relief and faster commutes. A ferry route between Portmore, downtown Kingston, and Norman Manley International Airport could reduce commuting times from nearly 1 hour by road to 10 to 15 minutes by water. This would improve productivity, reduce stress, and enhance quality of life for thousands of daily travelers. Port Royal, once called the wickedest city on earth, is a major historical and cultural attraction. So a ferry service would boost tourism and heritage. A regular ferry from Kingston would make it easier for tourists to visit the restored Port Royal Cruise Pier and explore its heritage sites. Scenic ferry rides across Kingston Harbour could also become a standalone tourist experience, promoting the city's waterfront and boosting local businesses. A revived ferry network would create direct employment in both operations, maintenance, ticketing, and security. It would also generate indirect opportunities for restaurants, shops, and tour operators near docking points. By increasing accessibility to Port Royal and other harborside areas, the service could encourage real estate and commercial investment along the waterfront. Introducing modern low-emission ferries would help reduce traffic-related air pollution in Kingston. Fewer cars on the road would also mean lower fuel consumption and improved environmental quality around the city. Despite its advantages, restarting ferry services would require substantial investments and careful planning. New ferry terminals would need to be built or upgraded in downtown Kingston, Port Royal, Portmore, and potentially near the airport. Parking, ticketing systems, security facilities, and pedestrian access would all require significant funding. The cost of modern passenger ferries ranges from US 1.5 million to US 5 million per vessel depending on the size and technology. Docking facilities and supporting infrastructure could add Jamaican 1.5 billion to 2 billion in capital costs. To succeed, the service must offer affordable fares and reliable schedules to attract daily users. Integration with JUTC buses, taxis, and other transport systems would be critical to ensuring steady ridership. Kingston Harbour is environmentally sensitive, meaning ferry operations must adhere to strict environmental assessments and maritime safety regulations. Reviving ferry services across Kingston Harbour presents a unique opportunity to modernize transportation, boost tourism, create jobs, and reconnect communities to the city's maritime heritage. While the initial costs of infrastructure and vessel procurement are significant, the long-term benefits reduce congestion, increase economic activity, and enhance visitor experiences make the investment worthwhile. With proper planning, government support, and potential public-private partnerships, Kingston could develop a modern ferry network linking downtown Kingston, Port Royal, Portmore, and the Norman Manley International Airport. Such a system would not only transform mobility but also redefine Kingston Harbour as a vibrant hub for commerce, culture, and connectivity. Alright guys, that's the end of the update article. Let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.